Hi, good evening, everyone. Kelly, how are you? Rosemary, how have you been? Trust you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Before we continue today's mentorship session, I would love us to pray. Our Father and God, we want to say thank you for the privilege of thank you for thank you wisdom, and thank you for the ability to read and understand. We ask that
Amen.
as we continue today, please open our hearts to learning, open our minds to learning, and enable us to quickly assimilate everything we learn tonight in Jesus' name. Amen. So before we go into tonight's class, I would love to know from the videos so far, are there any challenges? Because I've realized that one of the students face over time is when we get to the social media strategy document development. But aside that, are there any challenges so that I can quickly answer them before going to the strategy development proper again? Can you guys hear me? Any questions? Kelly, Rosemary.
Ma, what is it?
You weren't hearing me?
No, ma.
Okay, I said I wanted to know if we have questions regards all the videos we've watched so far.
About what you posted, it's not the last class before the all the classes that we had before. That's what you posted now.
Previously, yes.
Mm-hmm. I know I've done most of those tasks.
Okay. Okay,
And
so Rosemary.
you were giving us another task on it again.
Yes, the idea is when you do something over and over again, you gain speed with doing it. So if it was going to take you maybe a full 24 hours to come up with a content calendar before, when you do it again, within 30 minutes, you'll be able to come up with something. That's the advantage of doing something over and over again. Okay, but however, we'll just quickly go into the social media strategy. It means you don't have any questions, right?
No, ma.
Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen shortly. Please let me know if you can see the screen.
Ma, hope the class will be recorded.
Yes, it will. It is a
Okay.
okay. Please tell me you can see my screen. Can you?
Yes, ma.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so why am I emphasizing social media strategy over every other thing? It is because even if you don't submit it to the customer or the client, it will help you come up with remarkable ideas for the business owner such that when you start managing the page for the person will get results naturally. It means that you're going to excuse me, you will not need to reiterate what you're doing confused, or you're not just doing something based on assumptions. That's what differentiates you from when the business owner manages their page themselves, the strategy. So a business owner can just decide to be posting, they said we should post on social media. Today he post picture, tomorrow he post video, next tomorrow he post this, next 3 days he post. Some of them post once in a week, some of them once in 2 weeks. Then they boost their page. That is, they don't run ads. What that means is when Facebook or Instagram gives them an option to boost a particular post, they just boost it. So the difference between you and that business owner is that you have a strategy, and that strategy is based on data. That strategy is based on research that is based on data, and you can only do this research most time when you develop the strategy document. So, and most of the times the clients that can pay you very high for managing pages would need this strategy document to see beforehand what you intend to do for their page. For example, someone that is paying you 500K to manage their page, you will not just go in and start posting. You 200,000, 100,000. You want to make sure that the person the evidence of their pay, because that's a huge sacrifice for just managing page. Pay way higher than 500K for people to manage their page. So, but the difference between you and the person that would be paid 50K is that you are bringing extra value, and this extra value is based on this strategy document that I'm trying to teach again. It is based on this strategy that you developed and designed based on research, not just head knowledge, not just because every other person is doing it. Okay, so the social media strategy starts with brand objective. And like I admonished earlier on, that we should try to get the ebook about 10 marketing goals for social media managers. What that ebook explains is different goals that a social media manager or different goals that you can position your brand to be when you are managing a page. So, for example, I keep saying this thing that you cannot have a page and have a strategy and do more than 3 things at once for that page. It will be difficult to pass your marketing message. So this is what I mean. You cannot say you want to generate leads, you want to sell, you want to do brand awareness, you want to do what's this word? There are about 10 different marketing goals. You cannot say you want to do the 10 marketing strategy. So it means that, for example, if I'm managing a person's page, I want to ask them specifically, the client, what exactly do you think will be success to you? Some people just want to grow their following. They don't want to sell. Some people just want to create brand awareness. Then there are people that just want to sell. They don't want to grow their page. They are not interested in anything. They just want to sell. And so you must be sure what the client exactly wants and what success means to that client before you start jumping on the kind of content you want to create and post, and then the adverts you want to run. So you need to be sure. Number one is like the pivot, the fulcrum. What it means, we give every other thing life in the strategy document. So if I speak with the client, and for the client, what the client desire for managing their page is lead generation. It means that what I will be posting about and my call to action in my post will be sign up, click the link, sign up for a webinar, click the link, sign up for a webinar. Are you saying? When it is about sales, I'm telling them we have discounted rates. You need to speak with the customer and know have the prices. You are talking to the client's target audience as if you are the client. And so you must understand in detail what exactly success means to your clients so that you'll be able to communicate that to the target audience. So let's go back. Brand objective. So for this, we just use 3 examples. Increase brand awareness, sales, and generate leads. These are like the most three common um, reasons most business owners are online. So most people generate leads. That is, people will give them their phone number and email. Then they use email to follow up, or they call, or they text, or the WhatsApp. So whatever they do with the leads is not necessarily your business. Your own is that you are able to make sure that they get leads. And most times, as a social media manager, you just need to continuously post while ads are running. So as ads are running, as posts are coming, people that are seeing the ads, some of them will just follow the page, but your post might not be the reason why they will not finally sign up. Because sometimes when they see the ads the first time, they will overlook it. It is when they see it second time, third time, they're not like, what is this ad even talking about? And so when they land on the page, you want to make sure the page is telling the story ad had started to say, like the page is continuing in that story. And the only way you can do that is that you had prepared a strategy that is tuning towards that brand objective. So I go again. For this case, we have three brand objectives: increase brand awareness, make sales, and generate leads. So what does it mean to increase brand awareness? It means you want to focus on growing the brand's reach, visibility. So if you check most times on Instagram business accounts, there is a box there. They'll tell you page reach. You'll notice that if you consistently post, your reach increases. Your reach increases to as much as 1,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000. You might not have that much followers. What that means is that your page is reaching so many people that are not following your page. They're not following you yet, but they see your content every now and then. That is reach. So that could be a brand's objective. They want to grow their reach. They want more people to know about them. So most of the times the ads they'll be running is for ads that people should just see them. We are alive. This is what we do. This is why we are here. And metrics. Metrics is, how do I measure that a brand is getting the awareness it deserves? Reach, impressions. You might need to now go back again and study the meaning of reach, the meaning of impressions. If you don't know it. So you might need to go back and impressions is just that, is like your post can reach somebody 2-3 times. That is 3 impressions, but it is one post and it is one person. I don't know if this explanation makes sense. So my advert can reach one person. Sometimes I used to see some ads like 5 times. The measurement is one reach, but the impression now is what? 5 impressions, because I've seen the ad 5 times. That's basically the simplest explanation for their difference. Okay. The next is boost engagement. These goals we are just explaining them. So you need to be sure what your clients want. Some clients want to be able to increase engagement because they have followers, but they are not getting engagement. So it means that if the client comes to you and say, I have followers, but I'm not getting engagement with my followers, your content will now be streamlined to engaging content. Are you saying? So it means that they want to increase their likes, they want people to comment on their posts, they want people to share their posts, they want people to interact with their content. They just don't want people to see it. So these are the things they want. And it means that success to that client is when they have likes, comments on their page. Are you saying? The metric is now followers, likes, reactions, retweets, and the likes, depending on the social media platform. The next is showcase brand personality. So most times, showcasing brand personality mostly used by personal brands. That is life coaches, consultants, business experts, just personal brands. And there are so many personal brands out there doing very well. Apropos Doctor is a personal brand. Salem King is a personal brand. Which other guys? Tisha Breeze is a personal brand. Which other popular names? So there are so many personal brands out there. What their goal might be is to showcase their brand personality, highlight their brand unique voice, values, and culture. So if you follow Salem, there's a kind of culture he's portraying. Follow Tisha Breeze, there's a kind of culture she portrays. Follow BMO, there's culture she's trying to and values she's trying to share. So when you manage personal brands, you need to be careful. In fact, extra careful, if I must say, because you're not supposed to speak like yourself on the person's page. You are supposed to go back, understudy the brand, and then speak like the brand. So your caption will sound like when the person in real life will talk. That's personal brand. You're going to have to write like the owner of the brand. You're going to want to have brainstorming sessions with them sometimes to ask, what do you have in mind for this month? What do you think we should do for your content? Some of them will say, oh, I have an audio, I have a podcast. You can listen to that to extract something from there. So that's for brand personality. But most times at this level that we are just starting, most of the brands that will reach out to us, their goal will be sales. What do we mean by sales? They just want to sell their products, whether they are selling physical products or digital products, services. They just want to sell. They want to get clients. They want to get people to enter into their DM and buy. If not necessarily buy at the first go, but at least make price inquiry. And so, what will their aim be? They will want to generate revenue from media leads, boost conversion, and increase social media sales. They want people to buy. And so, when you are managing a page that wants people to buy, the way is different. For example, when you want to sell, you want to educate the people a lot about why they need the product. Are you saying? You educate them a lot why they need the product. Then when it now gets to a particular time, you can start doing promotional posts for an offer. So for example, you started managing the page first week of August. Second week of August, you can start talking about a sales week that is coming up at the end of August. Are you saying? That sales week, you run ads, or 2 days before the sales week, you start running ads, and throughout the sales week, you run ads on that sales option. Then you post content regularly, and this is where it comes down to the fact that as a social media manager, you don't need to overwork yourself. You need to understand how much the client is paying to determine the amount of content you post. And that is why it is possible to be managing more than 10 pages as a social media manager in a month. This is how it works. So when it pays you, you want to know, sit down and write, how many content am I going to post for this person? When you have come to that point, that content you want to post, then you now know, okay, if the person is running ads, how many ad creative will I have to create for them? Do I need to do graphics? Do I need to do videos? Or should I just do video? If graphics and video, how many days will the ads run? When should I start talking about the sales or the offer? In between your posts, this should be there. And then by now, you should have also spoken to your ads manager, someone that run ads for you. Or if you're the one that run the ads, set it up in advance to know that it will start running once it gets to that day and time. So then you now know, okay, it's just 10 contents. It's just 15. You now separate the 15 contents into the 4 weeks. Then batch develop the content, batch design the ones that needs to be designed, convert the ones that need to be converted to videos, schedule and post. So you can do all these things in 4-5 days, and then the remaining days of the month, because everything is already set up. That's how social media managers are able to manage multiple pages, because they batch produce these things. And sometimes they don't do it on their own. So when some of them have developed the content, they have graphic designers that convert it to graphics, and they have video editors that do the others. What they don't now just need to do is to schedule. Okay, that's it for sales. So you need to put a lot of things in for sales, and you don't need to post too much, especially for a client that wants sales. In fact, if you're working with clients that their goal is to sell, you want to make sure that the budget for ads is high than the budget for content. And this is what I mean. Instead of posting every day, you can post 3 times a week and then run ads. Instead of posting every day, you can post 4 times a week and then run ads with the remaining percentage. So you keep your percentage and then use the remaining money to run ads. Because it is ads that will get the page to the people that can pay them. But the people that can pay them, when they land on the page needs to be in a good state to convince them enough that this client is credible, this business owner knows what they are doing, and then they go ahead to make a purchase. Because people don't give away money anyhow. They need to be able to trust you. And most times your page do a lot of talking without you being there. So that's where you, the social media manager, comes in to make sure that the content on that person's page is unique, is different, and is beautiful, such that anybody that lands on it will be even so carried away with what they are learning that they do not know when they make purchase. So when they come to the person's client DM, most of their questions have already been answered on the page. What they're just asking for is the account details. So you need a lot with your custom clients. Listen to them. Make sure you are listening. Tell them what you want to do. Listen to what they want you to do. That's the only way to get clients to repay you. That's the only way to keep clients for 6 months, 1 year. Listen. Do a lot of listening if you are managing pages. Don't tell them all the things you can do. Listen to know what they really want you to do. Because that's the only way that you have achieved success to them. Because if a client wants engagement and you give them brand awareness, it is not what they want, and so they will not find it valuable. So we talk a lot about the 5 love language, and we say that if, for example, a friend of yours, the love language is act of service, and you buy them gifts, it will not matter to them. If the person's love language is quality time and you buy them gifts, the gifts will not matter to them. What matters to them is you coming to spend time with them. So it is with the customer or the client. It is what matters to them you must focus on, while still trying to help them reach their business goals. So let's continue. Keywords to be used for developing content. So you want to research. Okay, for this thing, let's say the brand we are going to work on is film brand. Or let me use another brand. Okay, an electronic brand, a brand that sells phones. Okay, so the brand sells phone, remember. So their goal for calling you a social media manager in this class that we are doing is to make sales and then brand awareness. So the keyword to be used is for developing content, you now go online and research. Google is your best friend. Let me show you how to get keywords most times. Most times you don't need to go too far when it comes to distance. If you come to Instagram, um, there is a page. Okay, network. Okay, so this is more like a gadget store. If you come here and let's say you want to sell a phone, you want to post a phone. Let's just say the phone is this picture. It is not. So I'm trying to show you how to get keywords. You come here and type keyword. Let's say we say phone store, right? You type phone. Are you saying phone? As you keep typing, you see more keywords coming up. Based on simple thoughts, there are some keywords that will come to your mind. Phone. Are you saying? Once you swipe, you'll see more keywords. Are you saying? This is how to get keywords. You can also use Google to get keywords, and there are also other platforms like I think Answer the Public also helps you get keywords. There are also Chrome plugins if you have a laptop that helps you get keywords. You can search about those ones and then install them into your Chrome. So this is for phone. You can see mobile. Are you saying? Let's say mobile phone. Are you saying? Mobile phone shop, mobile phone repair. So it's you that will not choose the keywords that is peculiar to this client. For example, this client doesn't do repair, so there's no need to select keyword repair. This client does not sell mobile phone charger. They are selling mobile phone. So you now choose the keyword that is best befitting for the client. So let's go back. So when you have selected, let's say 20 keywords, and these keywords can also serve as hashtags. The idea is to have in mind the words that need to be in your captions every now and then, so that when clients search on Instagram, they would be able to find you. Now, most people think that hashtags do not work. I want to tell you they do. If you come on Instagram and then you come here and search, let's say lands in Jos. Are you saying maybe I want to buy a property in Jos, landed property in Jos? Are you saying check this out, land in Jos? Are you seeing why this page came up? Are you seeing that it's because
We
of the
can't.
hashtag?
Okay, we can.
Are you seeing it is
Yes.
because of what? Hashtag. So have not gone into extinction. They are still powerful as ever before. Don't listen to anybody that say they are not. Lagos, let's say Lagos bag seller. Maybe I'm looking for something online and I type it. The pages you will see are people that are using the hashtag on their page. Are you saying? There are some pages that you will see over and over again because they consistently use the hashtag. So hashtags are still very much powerful when it comes to search engine optimization. That is when you search for something, a particular page shows up. Okay, so hashtags are still very much useful. So sometimes the hashtag might not be a phrase. You should also use help the clients grow their reach. For example, if you come to this place and you type penis orgy, my page will show up because I've used penis orgy so much on my as an hashtag. The same thing with let me show you. Scale to scale. Oh, I wish. Okay, let me show you through Google what I mean. That searchability increases with hashtag. I'm just showing you so that when you work with clients, when you leave them, they will know that you have done so much for them. So if you type penis orgy now, because of my consistent posting and using the name penis orgy as a hashtag, most of the things you would see on social media, on Google, that will come up are things related to me. Are you saying? Are you saying? So hashtags are very powerful. Very, very powerful. So anybody that tells you otherwise, don't believe them. So hashtags help your digital footprint. What that means is that when people search for you online, they will find you. You are not scarce. The same thing with managing a page. When you consistently use name as a hashtag, over the next couple of months, you realize that when you go on Instagram itself to type that person's business name, their page will be the first to show up, even if there are other brands that are answering a name like theirs. Because the algorithm has over time read the name over and over again on your page using the hashtag, they will now favor you or rank you higher, such that when people search for that page online, especially on the platform, it will come top. Okay, let's move forward. So brand voice. So brand voice varies from brand to brand. The way MTN sounds is not the way Airtel sounds. It's not the way Glow sounds. It's not the way Picnic sounds. It's not the way First Bank sounds. It's not the way Zenith Bank sounds. You need to know that every brand is unique. And so sometimes a brand might not know their voice because they don't even know what it means. You would now need to go and check the person's page, what the person has been posting personally, to now know, okay, this is their brand voice. Some people's brand voice is professional. Apoko Doctor brand voice is humor. It is friendly. It is not professional. If you listen to people like Trisha Breeze, she's very professional. It's not professional. I mean, he's not professional, but he's not too humorous. He's just in between. He's not a comedian. There are so many other people again, but they have their brand voice. The comedians, we know that their brand voice is humor. What are they called? Tayoma and the likes. So you need to know the brand voice and then be sure to stick with it whenever you are posting. Buyer's persona. So the thing about buyer's persona is that you want to know the category of customers your target audience your customer is trying to reach. Sometimes you can ask them. In fact, part of the questions you're supposed to ask is, who are their ideal now be able to do your research on who the ideal customer is. Thank God for ChatGPT and Google. You can use them to find out. For example, the ideal customer for phone, depending on the kind of phone, depending on the worth of the phone, depending on the features of the phone, vary from time to time. So the ideal customer of an iPhone 15 is obviously people that buy luxury products. That is people that earn in millions. The ideal customer for, let's say the phone that we are trying to sell is Android, is what? Middle income, low income, even some luxury people do get it too. But most of the times, people that will buy it are those in the economic level. And we want to also check their age groups. Somebody that is in the 50s or 60s don't even
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. There was a point where I stopped hearing you.
Oh, you stop hearing me where?
I don't even remember, but it's up to a few minutes ago. I couldn't hear what you were saying. So that's why I started
Wow.
saying hello.
Please always unmute your mic and tell me when you stop hearing me. It could be network or something just happened.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm explaining the buyer's persona, and I'm saying that sometimes the clients know their persona, client buyer's persona, sometimes they don't. So I was trying to explain the fact that, for example, we are trying to sell a mobile phone. The mobile phone determines the persona. So I'm saying if it is iPhone 15 or iPhones that I am trying to sell alone as a business owner, it means that my three categories will now be maybe people based on their economic status, excuse me, or based on their age. Are you seeing? It means that obviously teenagers are not going to be here. My categories will start from Gen Z and then moving up to people that buy luxury products, especially if I'm trying to sell only iPhone 15. I'm not saying that if I am into female products, that is people that sell cream, soap, and the likes, my buyer persona might not be based on color, based on the product price. That's economic status of people that can afford it into categories. So there are a lot of things that determines the buyer persona. And sometimes a little research can help with crafting your buyer's persona. And it varies from client to client, from product to product, and from one thing to another. For example, if it is a perfume seller, the perfume seller might have, let's say the perfume is that you're trying to sell is within the range of 3,000 to 10,000. It means that you cannot categorize it into people that can afford between this and this. You can call them a name. People that can afford between this price, you can call a name. People that can afford this to this price, you can call it a name. Then you start estimating features of the buyer's persona. Sometimes, like I earlier mentioned, the client or business owner their target audience. So they will make your work easier. They'll just tell you, okay, these are the people I'm reaching out to. Another thing is, if, for example, a client reaches out to you and what do they say? They are selling male shoes. Obviously, you already know your category of target audience are what? Males. You now want to know how much is the price of the shoes. Is it affordable? Is it luxury? Okay, what are the three categories of people that can afford it? Okay, people that are top executives, people that are forex traders, people that are... So you now categorize each of these people into groups, maximally 3. Then you now start breaking them into demography, country, age, relationship or family, preferred social networks. Where can they be found? Can they be found on Facebook? Can they be found more on Instagram? Can they be found on YouTube? Then brand affiliates. What kind of things do they do? Do they play games? Do they watch movies? So all these things are things that a little research here and there can help you. Google is your friend, ChatGPT is your friend. Sometimes we think we need to crack our brain. No, it is research that helps you do these things. It is not cracking your know it. So there's nothing you want to crack out of the brain self. So you need to research, ask Google, read articles, check buyers persona, existing ones, ask ChatGPT, then use all the information you have gotten to now connect with the brand and fix it in. The same thing with budget. So how much does the product cost? You need to know how much your clients' products are. So because that's what you want to help them sell. Then the goals and aspiration. Somebody that wants to buy a 1 million naira shoe, you should know their goal and aspiration in life. Then pain points. Okay, they want to be sure that when they buy a Gucci, it is Gucci, so that they will not enter somewhere after they finish spending 1 million on the shoe. Somebody will not tell them that it's a fake one. Are you seeing? That's a pain point. Then the next, how we help. How does our product solve their challenge? So how does the shoe solve their challenge? This will also help you in crafting your content. Competitive analysis. A lot of people jump this and it's the simplest. What I mean by competitive analysis, okay, the brand we said we are using, which brand to analyze? Can somebody remind us? Which brand are we using as our subject? Somebody, oh, are we here?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
the brand we
I
are
didn't get
using
it
as
back.
subject is a brand that sells phones. Okay, so if I want to do competitive analysis for a brand, depending on where the brand is, I'll go to Instagram. You can also do it in Facebook. Maybe the brand is a phone seller in Lagos. It makes your work easier, but if they are in Abuja, you need to type phone seller in Abuja. Phone seller. Phone seller. You can type Lagos phone seller too. So you come to accounts. Are you seeing phone seller? Are you seeing all these brands? Click one of them. Check 15K. But this one is not a Nigerian brand. This one is in Ikeja. They have just 3,000 followers. And it's fair. You want to go and check those that have very high following so that you know what they are doing. You can use their brand to even know what to do for this brand that you want to manage. So this one, because there's no location, it's making it difficult to find a brand. So let's say Lagos phone seller network. Only one. This has to be network. So I'm just showing you how to research so that you will not think that. So are you saying Gadget Freak 36.3K? Where are they? Ikeja. So what do? I write the competitor's name, Gadget Freak. I come to here in my profile, edit it, remove competitor 1 and type Gadget Freak. When I type Gadget Freak, network active, I will go back and check. Are they also active on Facebook? Because this is the Instagram page. You can go on Facebook and type Gadget Freak as well. So you search. So most of the work is done within the scope of research. So if I come to Gadget Freak's page now, I should be able to see what their post is. Are you saying they are not really active on Facebook? They just have 43 followers on Facebook. So they are not really active. But they are very active on Instagram. Let's check sure. Gadget Freak. So we are still on Facebook. So pages. Are you saying? So some of us just stop here. All. You'd have to find pages. Which of them? Do they have? This one's logo is different. Obviously, it looks like they are not on Facebook because their logo is not here. Are you saying? They are not on Facebook. So these are the pages that are answering Gadget Freak, but none of them belongs to that Instagram page. So just so you know, some people are on Instagram and not on Facebook. Some people are on both. So this is the Instagram page. You go back to competitive analysis, put Gadget Freak. Where are they active? Instagram. How many followers? 36.3 thousand. That's 36,300 followers. You put it here. Their strengths. What are their strengths? Go and check their page. Okay. Check. They post regularly. Sometimes some pages used to buy followers, so you know. So you don't put yourself under undue pressure. So are you saying which of their content is doing the most? For someone like me now, I think this page bought followers because their post is not getting enough. It's not getting a lot of viewership compared to the numbers of followers. So it's very possible that they bought followers. Yes, people buy followers, just in case you don't know. So small. Okay, so this is the one that it's showing a unique iPhone Apple. So this unique iPhone product or Apple product is what caught the fancy of people. So are you saying when Samsung came out? Are you saying? So it means that people are on the lookout for new things, especially in phone gadgets. So those are the kind of things you want to share, things that are different, things that are unique. This one that has 10K, it looks like a product that they ran ads on. Are you seeing? Looks like a post that they run ads with. Are you seeing? Are you seeing? So they ran ads. As I had 10K followers. So you need to be checking, okay, why they run ads on it, where they're doing sales. So study too will also help you know what to recommend to the client and what to recommend to yourself to do for the client's content and what posting. So are you saying? They have 44K here. Okay. going to drag attract that so this is how to do research. So you can do that, check for another page, check for another page, check for another page, and then you get what? Your 3 competitors for the competitors analysis. Why am I doing all this thing? Because in the next few days, I will drop an assignment where we will develop a social media strategy for a client. I will send you a client brief. You will go back and develop a social media strategy based on that brief. Because most clients do not know these things. They don't know their brand voice. They don't know, they don't, the most important part, because that's priority to them, is their brand goals. I want to sell. I want at least 100 people to send me a message on WhatsApp. But every other thing you get to ask them, they will not know. It is you that will now have to do a little research, check for their posts, ask them about it personally, hear what they would say and all those. That will now help you go ahead with what you want to do. So SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is not done on competitors. Please take note. The SWOT analysis is on the brand itself we are trying to manage. So the brand we are trying to manage is a phone store. Okay, what are their strengths? You want to check, okay, can I visit the store? Okay, are there reviews on their page? Do they sell very quality phones? If they do, that is their strong point. Do they have a website? Is the website responsive? Is it okay? That's a strong point. All the content they have been posting prior before you became a social media manager, is it high quality? Is it beautiful? Do they take good pictures? That's a strong point. That's their strength. What are their weaknesses? Maybe as you came, you saw that all the pictures on their page is ugly. It is poor quality. You want to bring that to their knowledge. Sometimes you just suggest to them that while they are trying to look for a phone or someone that will snap pictures, that you might just check out for other people that other pages, and just they should send you a list of their products. Then you check for other pages and download those products from them and repost on their own page like it's theirs, because those people's own have a higher quality while they work on getting a mobile phone that they can use to snap pictures and do their own videos. Because it is quality. We just went through those pages. Sure, you see the quality of the videos. It's about quality. That's what will catch people's attention, and that's what will keep them glued to view your page. So check their weaknesses, limited resources, outdated. Do they reply to messages? You want to even send them message and see how long it takes for them to reply. Then you cannot suggest to the business owner, you took you about 10 hours to reply me. You need a virtual assistant. So all these things you need to know so that you will not just be a poster. You'll be a social media manager indeed, because you understand all the back ends, loose ends, front ends, and what it entails to get the results that your customers desire. This will make them recommend you to other clients. How to get recommendations? Clients had so much that they have no choice but to recommend you, because you have made. Because some customers, some clients don't know that they need a virtual assistant. They are too busy trying to run the business that they don't have time to chat, to reply, or to follow up. Or they need a salesperson, someone that will be attending to calls, because they are too busy trying to do one of them. And sometimes it will not even cost them that much compared to the money they lose every time they don't follow up clients. So all these things, you need to know them so that you'll be telling the clients when the client is telling you, people are chatting me up, but they are not buying. The next question is, who is replying them? How fast do you reply them? Who is following them up? Have you called them? Have you sent them a text? We are not saying you should be too salesy. We are saying that you should be able to follow up. When we have marketers, social media managers have gotten you the traffic, there should be someone on the back end that is closing the traffic, that is winning them, that is getting them to take the actions of making purchase. Okay, then opportunities. What are the things that you cannot do for this brand, for this phone brand? What are the things that you cannot do? Oh, okay, I'm going to work on their posts, and we are going to run ads, we are going to do promotional days. Are you saying, what are the opportunities? Especially what their competitors are not optimizing. Their competitors might not be posting stories, they might not be posting reels as often as they should. You want to now categorize on that for your own business. And then threats. You want to check, is their website up to date, or the website is outdated? The link on their page, is it clickable? Is it taking somebody to anywhere, or is taking somebody to nowhere? Because sometimes people used to assume or think that the link is working while it is not. So it means that when you finish running ads, or when you finish bringing traffic to the page, when they click on the link that's supposed to take them to WhatsApp, it takes them to nowhere. So all these things you must check before you even start posting. Brands to connect with / have that have been connected with. So you can check out, especially if they have funds. But however, you can follow other brands that are like them. You can follow phone vendors like them, so that you can even every now and then when you come on the page, see what other people are doing, and then try to do something better. So content type and qualities, more like content pillars. This one is depending on you. How many contents have you agreed within yourself that is what the client has paid you? Client has paid you 50,000. Okay, I can do 15 content, I can do 20 content. How many will be curated? Curated content means content that other people just download and we share with your own caption. Original content, their pictures, their videos, graphics they send to you. User generated content, people that tag them after purchasing from them. Those are user generated content. Interactive contents are engaging contents, quizzes, questions, polls, questions that ask the audience to do a particular thing. Those are interactive contents. Promotional contents are content that are trying to sell, discounts, sales, just content that portray or project the product and services of the client. Then behind the scene, entertaining content, humor, memes, just things that make people get entertained, storytelling and the likes. Then we have news / informational content, trends, what is happening around you, news about your industry, news about the phone industry, what is the new phone that is out, what are their features, why is it unique, why is it different. Then holiday / seasonal content, that's happy new month, happy new week, happy weekend, children's day, girlfriend's day, friendship day, phone day, gadget days, like that. Brand content are flyers, product pictures. Those are brand content. Then engaging content and interactive content are the same. So based on this, you now know the number you want to do for each. You now use it to come up with content ideas. What are the content ideas that you can put under educational content? What are the content ideas you can put under curated content? What are the content ideas that you can put under promotional content? You list them out and put here. Then your content schedule. How many times a week? So based on the total number of content, you want to say, okay, I'm going to post 20 contents. It means that four times a week, abi, or five times a week. 5 times the first week, 4 weeks in a month, 5 times. So you might say Monday to Saturday or Tuesday to Saturday, I would post. Then I will now prepare what is called a content calendar, which is not here, which I thought if you have watched the video, you will see the content calendar. You prepare your content calendar based on this strategy. You now realize that your content calendar or whatever you are intending to do is no longer based on assumption. It is based on data, increasing the chances of getting you results. So, said, do we have any question before we call it a night? Any question?
Yeah, I have some questions. I actually wrote them down. Let me bring it out.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, it's mostly about keyword and yeah, you were saying that hashtag improves searchability. Well, I wrote it down somewhere. Sorry, just give me a second. God, I'm too forgetful. Oh, okay. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so the first question I had, because it's something that I always struggle with, I constantly struggle with, even with the first lesson we ever did, is how do you choose the best hashtags to use? So do you choose based on popularity, relevance, or you just pick random ones, or you pick randomly? Like, what's the process?
The best keywords are the best keywords that describe the business. So,
Okay.
for example, there are so many keywords to use to describe a digital marketing agency, right? But the best keyword is still digital marketing because that's what people will type. So you are thinking of what will your customer or what will a client type on the search button, not what they will type. So for example, if you need something now, you want to buy something and you are in Ket and you are trying to locate a shop, what do you type on the search button?
The
That is
name of
what
the
is
shop.
going to be on your hashtag.
Okay.
No, you don't know the shop. You are
Okay.
looking for
Okay.
a product
Hmm.
and you are inside Idumota. That's Lagos Island.
Yeah.
What will you search? You're not going to search for the shop name because you don't know it. You search for the product you are looking for. Some people go as much as searching the particular shoe type. And are you not seeing where your hashtag should be going to?
Yes.
In relation to the client. So, for example, if they sell shoes, what kind of shoe do they sell? Is it heels or flat shoe? Then, if it is flat shoe, what kind of flat shoe? Are you not saying? Because that's what people
Yeah.
will search. You are not picking keyword based on, oh, it is fanciful. It is what will people search when they are in need of that product online.
Okay.
Okay?
So it's based on relevance, not just number.
No,
Even if
no,
it's
no,
like
no.
1.1 million, or even if it's like maybe
Yes,
500. So
doesn't
relevance is
matter.
the main thing to look for here.
Yes.
Okay. And then I think you mentioned, okay, sorry, which tools would you recommend for looking for hashtags, especially for other social media platforms that are not Instagram? Because no, Instagram makes everything easy. But when you're doing it on TikTok and Twitter, it's a whole different market because those places you are just on your own. There is no
No, you
guideline.
can actually do the same thing. This same
Uh,
process. If you do it on TikTok, you'll see hashtags.
okay, I can use the same process for other social media brands.
TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, the same thing.
Okay,
Just go
okay.
type in the most common hashtag. As you are typing them in, others will drop by.
Uh,
Mm.
so it's just relevance to the
Yes.
post and the business.
Yes, relevance to the post and the business. And then relevance to the customer too.
Okay. So it's the
With the
post,
customer type
business,
it. Mm-hmm.
and customer. It's just like that keyword for content marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, sorry, I just want to get all my questions asked. So you
Sure,
mentioned
sure.
using Answer the Public for finding keywords. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so this Answer the Public, I've used it before, but I mostly use it to generate, I think, questions for blog posts and guide star
Okay.
articles. So if I use Answer the Public now to search for keywords, would those same keywords, because it's mostly Google I've used it for, will it still be relevant to a social media page?
Yes.
Okay.
That is where the work comes in. When you have seen it
Mm,
on Answer the Public, you carry it, type it on the platform and see if it makes sense.
mm. So it's basically going to like generate ideas for me. So I know exactly
Yes.
what I can just take them and put them across social media. That their search button.
Yes.
What I'm
Yes.
looking
It
for.
the idea is to generate idea, then come back to the platform and now see which ones are being used on the platform.
Mm.
Because
So
most
it's just
times
mm,
when I'm typing a particular, when somebody is searching for something, they give you options. So you
mm,
have not finished typing, so if you might see other options and just click on it. Are you saying?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, this is good. I then okay. I already are there no other keywords to recommend or just that answer the
There
public?
are many. These are the ones I use. There are many. Some of
Mm,
them are paid, but these are the ones I
okay.
use. There are also Chrome plugins. That's laptop for
Uh,
laptop. If you are using
uh,
Chrome, you can search for. There's one whether they call it keyword planner or something. I've forgotten the
mm.
name.
Okay.
Download
Yes.
it. Put it on
Is
your
it Google
Chrome.
keyword planner?
Yes.
Okay. 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 I know that.
Mm.
Okay. 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 I think
Put
this
it on
is.
your Chrome. I
Uh,
think the plugin only works with Chrome browser.
yeah, because it's Google that has it.
Mm.
Okay. So I've gotten everything you said now. But I
Okay.
want to ask one last question because
Go ahead.
this thing is more sales. It's more a sales business oriented. Now, if it's for a company or maybe like my personal brand now, and I want to be sharing maybe stories about business, maybe poems, for instance, or maybe if I interview people, I want to share their story. So when I'm using a
Mm.
hashtag, I should still look for a hashtag that's relevant to that story. Like maybe writers of
Yes.
Instagram
Yes.
or traders.
Hashtag relevant to the story. Hashtag
Uh,
relevant to people. So, for example, somebody might not be looking for a story, but there's
mm,
something that is the idea or the theme of the story
mm,
can be the hashtag.
okay. For instance, traders of Lagos or
Mm-hmm.
hair
Forex
sellers in
traders in
crypto.
Nigeria, forex
Okay, okay,
traders
okay.
in this thing, vendors, those kind of keywords that are theme,
Uh,
hmm
so I can use
not the
hashtags
story.
and keywords relevant to the stories.
Yes. And your
Okay.
keywords, your hashtags mustn't be plenty.
Mm,
Just 5, 10 per post is okay. The idea is
that's another
search
issue
for
I
it.
have. Like,
Your page
how
should
many
show up.
hashtags to use?
It can be 10, it can be 15, but don't go beyond the limit of each platform. I think
Okay.
for Instagram is 25 or 30. I'm not
Mm.
really sure.
But I wouldn't want to
But
use
you
that 30
mustn't
might
get
be
to
too bulky
25.
now.
Yes, exactly. It makes your page
Mhm.
too ugly. So 10,
Okay.
15 max
Mm.
is fair enough.
Okay. For us traders in Lagos. Okay, I think this is all the question I have. I heard about okay, you need to just caption at a later date, maybe not tonight, sha, because that's
No, we
another
are
problem I have.
captions is under content development. We'll talk about it.
Okay. So there's a class for that now.
Yes, yes. That should
All
be
right.
in the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Because that's another problem. For that's like anything caption and hashtags, keywords, those are my biggest issues. And I don't get as much reach as I would like, even if I feel the content is good enough.
Sometimes even if your content is good enough, you still need to run ads. This is why. Because the
Mm.
people competing for that word is plenty.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you're managing a niche where there are so many competitors, your most powerful asset is ads. While you are making sure that you have quality content, it means that more people will see it and begin to follow you and begin to like it. Because if you notice, when you start following a new page, their old contents, you begin to see it. Have you noticed it?
Yes, yes.
If you follow a new
Yes.
page now on Instagram, you will see their old contents. So
Oh.
that's just it. It's the competition. If the competition is not high in the niche, you'll just be getting plenty reach. And
Oh,
then
yes,
if it's
yes.
a personal brand, sometimes it will take time. Sometimes you need the influence of other people to fly. Collaboration. Because there's a personal brand I know someone is managing, that the ad they are running is with the influence. They are getting more reach because of the influence of the person they interviewed. And that's what they are using to run ad. So the new personal brand owner is flying on the influence of the other person, although she's valuable as well, but people don't know her. Are you saying? So, but
Yeah.
because she brought that person on a live, she clipped part of that live and used it to run ad. Are you saying? So there
Yeah.
is no fixed, oh, this is how it works. Sometimes you need to test several before you now know what will work. So she discovered that worked. So she has been running ads consistently with that particular destination page. I think from 6 or 5,000 when I started seeing 7K within 2 weeks or so. Are you saying? So you
Yeah.
need to also check all these things, because sometimes it's not as if you are not valuable, but people don't know yet. But if you collaborate with people they know, you now ride on those other people's influence and trust. That's influencer marketing on a coded way. Especially for personal brands. So people now follow because of that person, but because she has valuable content, they stay. Are you not saying? So that's
Yeah.
just how it works.
Okay. So, sorry, I know the class is over. Still on the personal brand thing. So even if I just start rebranding my page or starting afresh, I should just keep posting and keep doing my strategies and not be disheartened that I'm not getting rich yet.
Yes, you might not get another thing you should also note is the content type for the platform. If you are posting even on LinkedIn or any platform, there's a kind of content that increases reach. For Instagram, it is reels. And those reels are reels that are simple, that someone can grab whatever you are posting in a GIF. Those are the kind of reels increases your reach. Reels that you use trending audios. Are you seeing? There are a lot of parameters. Those are the kind of reels that reach a number of this thing. Then sometimes you need to post curated content, that is content that are trending but are in alignment with the brand.
Okay.
Or post big faces on the page. Don't do it too much so that your page will not be flagged. You can post one or
Okay.
two. So those kind of contents will draw reach. For example, there was a time I posted one funny video on my page, and my page got 1,000 reach, even if I had not posted for months then. But because people could relate to the video, it got that amount of reach. So there's no
So
fixed
it's just
way in social media. It is testing, 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 testing.
so it's just to be intentional, sure. And once
Yeah,
in a while, just
Yes. If you are intentional, you will now know, oh, this is what works better for my band. This is what works better for this band. This is what works better for this band. Then you stick to it.
Okay, no problem. I guess in the coming weeks, I'll get more ideas and more concepts too. That's what I'm here for, to learn.
Yes. Yeah. Then also, if you are working with a client, also try to encourage them to run ads. Because at times, because you are spending money on the app, the algorithm also favors you. Are you seeing another trick?
Yeah.
So sometimes you will see people that have plenty page and they are running ads, followers. You're not wondering, what are you still looking for? They have understand the concept that the algorithm favors people, that their pages keep people on the app, people that spend money on the app. Are you saying?
Yeah.
So it's either you're spending money on the app or you are keeping people on the app. The algorithm favors you.
All right. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome, dear. Thank you
Uh,
so
would,
much.
this,
Every other
would
person
this be
have
a
run.
video?
Okay, I hope they get to rewatch the video because
Okay,
these
you
questions
recorded,
you're
you
asking
recorded
will
it.
also help them. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Eliza,
Wait,
good
Thank
night,
you very much,
everyone.
ma, for the
See
class.
you.
Marsh,
Thank
Our
you,
next
did you
class
ma,
is
record?
again
on
for the
Sunday
question.
by 9 p.m.
Okay. Sunday.
Sunday, 9
All
p.m.
right, ma.
Yes, it's Thursdays
But did
and
you record
Sundays.
this one? Because I would like to rewatch it too.
Recorded. Once I cut it, I'll share it now.
All right, ma. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night, ma. Thank you very much.
Good night, ma. Good night, everybody.